Hello everybody, it's Iain Robson here, and today we're on Iron Horse. Alright, we got a couple things going down today. Let's get started. I was strangely reminded of something said, alright, let's get started. I forget what it's from. It's like, it was a line. They were like, let's get started. No idea why they said that though. I can't remember off the top of my head. Anyways. Let's go ahead and get this guy rolling here. So we have 9,915 liters of barley, and I believe this is the old watermill. That's just a wild guess because it's a watermill, basically. As you can see, if we come over here, you can see it's a watermill right there. It's pretty cool. It's turning. I guess the water is flowing this way, so makes sense, right? And the current price of barley here is $713 a ton. So like I said, at the starting of this season, we did start off with, we started out on normal as opposed to hard this time around. It's a smaller map, and it'll make things go a bit quicker is what it boils down to. Wow, that's a huge tipping point. Nice. That's a really nice unloading graphic. Wow. That's pretty solid. Sweet. Anyway, sorry, that was me. That was me going, oh, look at that. Anyway, so we got a couple things going on today. First off, we just sold some barley, as you can see, and we have a little bit of baling that we need to do as well, because we have some straw that's just sitting out there on the field. It's a nice sunny day. It's in the afternoon, 1 o'clock or quarter after 1, so presumably the straw is nice and dry now, so we can go ahead and bale that up. I'm just going to drive this back to the farm here, and yeah, we don't need it anymore. I don't know, actually. Let's just check. What is on field 21? I want to say it's, oh, it's barley as well. Oh, well then, let's drive it to field 21, where I have no idea where it is. But this is, I guess we're going to go for a drive then. Did not expect us to go for a drive. Oh my goodness, where am I going here? Is that the right way? It looks like you can get to 21 from this way. Oh goodness. This is the one problem with small maps like this, for me at least, is that I have no idea where I'm going half the time. Basically because you've like, if you don't know the map inside out, it makes it difficult for things like, you know, finding your way around. Anyways. But I do like this map. This map is a gorgeous map. Another really nice map, if I do say so myself. Yeah, between this one and then the Glen Malure map we play on as well. Alright, well, we'll drive around the outside of the field here. Someone said I should, in the comments, they say I should play as real as possible on this, well, they were saying it in the comments. So, thus the driving around the field. I can't guarantee I will do it all the time, because I probably will forget. But, for some things I'll try and remember. Yep, this didn't go anywhere. Nowhere I really wanted to go. Oh well. A little bit of a shop right here. At least we get a little bit of a peruse around the farm to see some of the things we haven't seen yet. Because it seems to me there are lots of things we have not seen at all. This is definitely one of them. What the heck is that over there in the corner? Is that like a combine in the ditch? What is that? I think it is a combine. We're gonna go check this out. I'm pretty sure it looks like a combine in the ditch. For those of you who can't see it, yeah, I think it is. There's a windmill right there. Yeah, it totally is a combine in the ditch. Alright, apparently people around here aren't afraid to litter. They just drop off their combines in the ditch. I don't need this anymore. I'm just gonna drop it off over there and leave it for someone else to pick up. Wow. Not very polite, if I do say so. Alright, where the heck are we? Is that a... Looks like a pathway. Anyways, we're gonna go try and find... Wow, look how well that hooks up. That's really nice. Look at that. Not all vehicles, not our trailers hook up that nicely. Wow, that's super nice. Anyways, yeah, so like I said, the first episode was the one with the... Whoa, Iain, drive on the road. Holy mackerel. And this might be even a ditch, not a road. I'm not sure, but we're getting to field 21 slowly and slowly but surely. I think there's a joke with Shirley. Someone, I was teaching somebody the other day, and someone actually said Shirley as I don't know what they were, I forget what they were trying to say off the top of my head, but they said Shirley. So I says, your name's not Shirley, and they were like, what? And because they're French, primarily, I don't think they quite got the joke I was trying to make, but I always make silly jokes like that. Oh, this is a nice field. Let's just pull up over the side of the road here. There we go. This guy can be in group 3. Let's go to this guy. And don't need this, don't need this, don't need this. Where is my trailer? Is it on this side? I can't remember. I don't think he's... I think it's the other side. Yeah, it is. Okay. So, we haven't got to Baling yet, but we will momentarily. Someone has said... Also in the comments, someone suggested that I don't do as much grain on this map because I do grain all the time in all my Let's Plays. That's true. I do tend to focus on grain because that's where the money is, I guess. And they were suggesting perhaps I do a bit more silage. That's definitely doable. Definitely not unreasonable by any means. But the question presents itself, what do you do if you're not doing grains all the time? Oops. Let's raise this up. Oh, that's the wrong button I hit there. There we go. Oh, well, it's not going to raise up any higher, apparently. Alright, let's see if we can't do this. The one thing that kind of throws me off about this combine is that you can't, is that it kind of tips a lot. A lot more than I thought it would, actually. Can you not raise this thing? I guess you can't. Oh, interesting. So this one can't be raised, but the, I'm sure it can. That's weird. Huh. I guess you can't. Wow. Anyways. Alright, let's slowly back this up a little bit there. And we'll do this. Did it clip on? I guess it did. Actually, that trailer works fairly well. A lot better than I anticipated, to be honest with you. Most trailers do not work that well. But this one's designed for this particular combine, so I suppose that's the reason why. Oops, I can't really do anything about that. Here's the hitch. There we go. That looks a bit derpy, but stay out of the ditch, Ian. Come on. Jeez. Alright. There we go. So I'm just gonna leave this attached for the time being. I'm just gonna drive it there, I think. But I do need the map up because I have no idea where I'm going. This combine seems enormous on this map right now. Look at this. Look at the roads. Like, if I want to drive this into my yard, it's going to be, like, going over that little thing right there is going to be hard. Wow. That's ridiculous. Anyway, so yeah, the face cam, my mind is all over the place. It's early in the morning and my mind is, like, hella active. Face cam. Right, so the face cam was only for the very first episode. Some people are like, that's an awkward place for the face cam. I'm like, there really is no good place for a face cam in Farming Simulator, it seems like. Because if I put it up here, it's going to cover the time. If I put it right here, it's going to cover course play. If I put it over down here, it's going to cover the map. Up here, I guess, is the only place where you could put it, but the problem we run into there is the fact that you will cover the information. Alright, let's take this little way around here. There doesn't seem to be a direct route to this area. Not at all. And I have to be careful with my, this is where the mirrors would be nice, actually. Check my mirrors. Hey, look, I can see the back of my trailer, but right now I can't. So, anyways. Alright. So yeah, the face cam was only for the very first episode. I'm not going to do face cam for any other episodes. So if you're wondering why it's not there, that's the reason why. Wow, this is a bumpy road. It's a bit rough for this combine. I don't know if you'd actually do this with a combine. This is more like a ditch than a road. We'll just assume the trailer's fine because we can't tell anyways. Yeah, so a lot of people gave me various suggestions. Like I said, the one suggestion that came to mind was the fact that someone's like, don't do grains as much. So then, as I said, it presents the problem or the question, well, what do you do then? And that's probably because I'm used to doing grains a lot. And that, well, that makes... I'm from Ontario, so in Ontario here, They do one of the biggest crops. Actually, I was reading this the other day. The biggest crop here in Ontario is actually corn, and it's followed by soybeans, if my memory serves. Nope, I want this one. Anyways, let's do a little bit of baling here. Does the monitor show up here? Oh, it does. Okay, good. Let's just back up here a little bit. One of the nice things, let me just show you this. Check this out. See how you kind of look up and over? That's one of the super, super nice things about this one. I was talking to Toby Moby a while back. And that's one of the reasons why he really likes this particular tractor, is because it has that has this capability. Because he used to be a farmer in real life, and he prefers the realism because of it. So he really likes the fact that you can do this, because that's what you do in real life, right? You wouldn't just jump out and do like this, like, oh, I can see it now. But yeah, he would do it the real life way is what it boils down to. So also had another comment asking about where is the Joskin trailer. Now the Joskin trailer is in transit, I'm gonna say, for now. We haven't got it yet, and we don't have any slurry to use it with at the moment, but we definitely are going to use it at some point. So keep that in mind. Right? It's not too bad here. Running the John Deere with the John Deere baler. I guess this is what people like to see, green and green. Although the one thing I don't like about this, I'm pretty sure those are the weights for this thing, and it doesn't appear to work properly. So, or it doesn't attach properly, which is a bit unfortunate. But all right, let's back up here a little bit. I have a feeling if I play as real as possible on this particular map, I have a feeling I won't talk as much. I don't know why, but that's just a feeling I get. I am not sure why that is the case, but I think it's just because it'll be a lot of in-cab stuff, and I'm sure I will run out of things to say if I just stay in cab and do this. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So, all right. I totally missed this huge part right here, but it's too late now because our combine's no longer here. So, I'm not going to worry about it. We get a ton of money from, like, just that one load of barley gave us quite a bit of money. So this is where having a I think this would be an enjoyable time to have a steering wheel, but of course I don't have a steering wheel, so I could bust out the controller. I have an old school, I think it's a Logitech Wing Commander controller or something, so I'll have to check. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's like super old school. It's even got force feedback, I believe, and all that stuff. So that's how old school it is. Well, that's not old school. I guess that at the time it was like top of the line stuff, but nowadays that's like standard essentially. So when I say stuff like, yeah, it's got force feedback, people are like, yeah, doesn't everything? All right. People seem to really like the first episode of this farm. I don't know. It must be just because of style of farm. I don't know. I think it's a pretty darn cool looking farm. In terms of visually speaking, it is very, very nice. Really like it. Although I don't know where everything is yet. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was close. All right, let me get lined up here on this windrow. We're definitely going to try and get to a little bit of hay today too, because I want to get those beef cows started, basically. That's not too bad. 14 kilometers seems... it's not too quick. One seems... I'm able to control it a lot better with one. I don't know. We'll figure. Alright, so here's some of the comments from the previous episode. So Chris says, nice start to a cool looking map. I think you need to get the GMC new truck with a trailer hitch on the back. So he's talking about the GMC from American Eagle Modding, of course, for those of you who have no idea what he's talking about. That's the one he's referring to. And it is a nice truck, although it is a North American truck, not really a this is definitely a European map, without a doubt. It's definitely not necessarily, that particular vehicle is not necessarily a European styled vehicle, so I'm going to try and stick with more European styled vehicles. Try being the keyword, of course. I am North American, so that's probably why I'm a little biased in that regards, but alright. Bob says, lots of mowing and beef also. You can get the John Deere 4955. He really wants me to get the 4955. Let me just show you what the one he's talking about here. He is talking about the 4955, which is... Where are we here? No. This one right here. He really wants me to get this. Not sure why. I checked it out. It's actually, this particular model is not, it's not bad. If I were to, it's nice because it's in the 4000 series, and honestly, I haven't found many 4000 series that are good. Like, this one's pretty decent. It's got some bugs in it, like, for example, attacher controls right there. That's definitely a bug that bothers me about this particular one. The fact that that doesn't hook up with the front bothers me as well. But nothing, you know, game-breaking by any means. This shoulder thing, the fact that it's like just out there in the middle of nowhere bothers me a little bit, but it's not terrible. Just little things. Like, in reality, if I were to replace this, I would probably get the other 6R series, which is, this is from the 6R pack I'm referring to here. Where is it? Nope. Did I go past it? This one right here, 6210R. This one is comparable to this one, basically. The only thing, I don't think it has this feature right here, which I really like, actually, now that I think about it. And but everything else pretty much has the same. And yeah, the arm, while I like it, I don't like seeing my shoulder the whole time. So you kind of have to look out like this and not look at your shoulder. But I tend to go like this for some reason, and I always see it, so that bothers me a little bit. But anyways, that's the one that Bob really wants me to get. And he was saying, of course, do lots of mowing. Yeah, I can do mowing. I don't do, I haven't done a whole lot of mowing, to be honest, as I'm sure you guys are aware of that. But it's definitely doable. Jared also says I should get the GMC truck. And he says, can you make the face cam smaller? Like I said, Jared, it's not going to be a problem because the first episode's the only episode that's going to have face cam, so no need to worry about that. It was just the first episode. I can't figure out a good place to put the face cam. Like, honestly, I think top left is probably the best bet, but then you do run into, you know, if people want to see the information there, they'll miss it, so I don't know. Alright, here. We're almost done. We got, what, 3 windrows left? I'm probably going a little slower than I need to, but I'm bad at driving, apparently. And especially on smaller maps. Actually, it's not too bad. What's that like? Probably go faster than this, even. It's just easier to control it, so I don't have to worry about collecting too much and then driving over a windrow or having to drive over it twice. So, for example, you miss a bit and then drive over it again, sort of thing. Alright. There we go. Let's pop that bale out there. What else we got here? Cody Goes Crazy asks for the link to the seeder that I have. That's in the comments there. I was going to put it in the mod list, but there's a reason why I didn't put it in the mod list, and that's because it's not, I couldn't find LS 2013, so you can't download directly from the website. You have to go through upload.net, and I really don't like that, so download it at your own peril, sort of idea. That's the unfortunate part about that particular seeder, at least. Martin was the one who asked about where's the Joskin. So Martin, as I mentioned in the comments, it's in transit. Because I'll tell you, I'll let you in a little secret. I actually just forgot to put it in. That's what it boils down. So it's in transit. So it will show up at some point in the upcoming future. Probably when we get some slurry to use it with. So we bought it at the end of last season, so we were going to try, and I said we were going to take it over to this season, so I don't want to go back on that, so it's in transit for the moment, and it will arrive at some point. That's my story, I'm sticking to it. Greg says the Richie bale handler picked up the largest bales, so we're good on that front, which is good to know. Brian suggests that I focus on animals, specifically beef, of course, because there's beef on this map. That makes sense, Brian. Alright, what else we got here? There's a few more in here. Like I said, that's the idea. I'm going to try and focus on animals, but in order to, you know, keep animals 100% productive, you do need to take care of things like straw and hay. Alright, did we get us any? These little patches here and there, and that's about it, apparently, but... Alright, that looks like it's it. I'm just going to leave the straw in here. Because I don't know. I don't think it'll... Let's just see. I don't think you can... No, it's not enough straw. Let's get this a little bit over here. Because normally you can pop out the rest of it, but it's just not enough. That's what it boils down to. Alright, let's get this little bit here. Maybe this will give us enough. And it helps if you lower the pickup as well. Oh, there we go. Sweet. Okay, so let's just turn around and get the last little bit here. Apparently we can manually net the bale at this point. Sweet. I didn't think we were going to be able to do that. What else do we got here? Alright, there we go. Let's manually net the bale. Excellent. Little tiny bale. Wow. Alright. Excellent. So let's take this back to the... Is it still running? Whoops. There we go. And let's not run into trees, because you can't drive through trees on this map, Iain. Keep that in mind. Alright, so take this back to the farm, and then we will do a little bit of hay, I think. Mikey says he really likes how I try to please everyone. Most people on YouTube don't try to do that. Oops, this is where the sheep are, by the way, or the horses. Oh, there's a horse there, but that's the sheep pen. That's what Mikey says. Thanks, Mike. Or Mikey, sorry. What do we got here? This is the farm up here. I'm still learning my way around the farm, and these little buckets, these little pots of water are kind of interesting. Alright. I'm not going to park anything in here because I'm just going to... It's not going to go well if I do that. Alright. Let's put this back in here. There we go. This is me concentrating, that's why I wasn't saying anything there. Let's straighten her out here. Excellent. Nice. Leave it in the weeds, it's fine. Let's put the support down there. Oh, what's going on there? Why is it being all silly? Yeah. It's just that by itself. Alright, so let's turn this guy off. Oh, it is. I wasn't sure. These guys can just chill out here for the time being. Alright, so I am going to... I just left everything over here. Let's put this guy in group 4, why not? This is the Plowmaster from the County Pack. And I need to move these things around. Wow. This is not an optimal place to reset things if I'm going to use this field. And you should probably not do that either, apparently. This is the one thing I really like about these tractors. This is all of the 4 tractors that I've done by NI Modding guys. I really like these ones because you can look like right down at the hitch right there. So it's really cool for stuff like that. And makes it really nice. Nice. I'm strangely reminded of Grant from Scottish Gaming Guys right now because he really likes these things. And what the heck is that? Oh, that's another cell point, I think. Yeah, I'm strangely reminded of him because he does. He likes these tractors a lot too. So, and I need to pay attention to where I'm going. Yeah, it was Farmer Case who said you should play as real as possible. So, that's me driving not as real as possible, apparently. Alright, so I'm going to take this back to the farm here. And I'm going to get started on hay. I'm going to have to move everything first, apparently. And I don't know why I'm taking it all the way back to the farm, because I'm going to need it in a second anyways, but oh well. It's got to be done. It's got to be done at some point. So I'll need the mixing wagon soon too, and then we can go take that back to the farm as well. Actually, we'll probably take that. I'm not sure where is a good place for that. What, really? What the heck? Come on now. Apparently that was too tight of a turn. This is what happens when you drive in cab, apparently. This is me tutting. I think that would be the right word for that circumstance. Really? Come on now. Why does the first one get through and the second one not? Like, that makes no sense. Alright, well, third time's a charm, I guess. Jeez. There we go. Sheesh. Anyways, so yeah, I'm going to try and get some hay done, and we'll see how that goes. So, there's our fertilizer spreader. So that's what we're going to use until we get the Joskin, until we get a good amount of slurry, because we're going to need the slurry, obviously, to use the Joskin trailer, because the Joskin trailer by itself is kind of pointless until you have a little bit of slurry, right? Daniel also commented in the last episode, he's like, yeah, this is a super detailed map. Whoops, don't need to go here. So there's a cedar, I just dropped it off there. I don't know if there's an easier way to get around, but there probably is. Jeff says he likes the new map. Thanks, Jeff. Zachary. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the heck is this? Is that for the sheep as well, I guess? Alright, well, I guess we'll go this way then. That's nice. Nice little roundabout there sort of idea. That looks nice. I'm going to have to keep the map open because I have no idea where I'm going otherwise. They're over there, I think. This is the problem. It's not a square map like North America maps tend to be. So it's like, alright, where am I going? Zachary says I should do more old school harvest. Get some old school tractors, like some from the 80s and the 90s. And then I should use with somewhat modern stuff. I guess he's thinking of something like a pull behind silage harvester. Something along those lines. That's what I guess he's thinking of. Alright, what else do we have here? We need that, and we need the windrow. We're going to need this, but I'm going to need to move it out of the way first. Oh my goodness. We'll probably just start mowing, and then I'll be like, alright, that's it. That's all I got time for today. Do we own that field? I suppose these fields are meant to be used. That's why they are just there, I suppose. But I'm not 100%. This is the reset point, so it's a big open grass field that you can cut, so I'm going to cut it. That is what it boils down to. I should really start counting how many times I say that, because now that I've pointed it out a couple times now, I realize I do say it a lot. And I don't know why I say it a lot, but I do. For whatever reason. And I say it when I work too. At work, I notice that I'll say it once or twice as well there. So this particular cutter, Moco, whatever you want to call it, where are we here? This one only requires 70 horsepower, and the Plowmaster has 75 horsepower, as you can see. So we're just on the cusp, of the horsepower limit of this particular tractor using this particular piece of machinery. So, and drive the other way, Ian. There we go. There we go. I think, did you hook up the PTO? I can never remember. Yes. Okay. A couple people commented on my headphones, on my green headphones, and they thought it was kind of funny. I like them. They're nice. Alright. This tractor looks really small for this, but it is the appropriate horsepower, so I can't say much about that. Now, can you go back and turn the mower conditioner on? I think you can. Turn off conditioner? No, we want the conditioner on. Alright. Alright, well, I'm just going to see if there's any other comments before Mr. Van Bruggen, I think you pronounce his last name as. He says, interesting place for face cam. It is. Farm Boy says less grain. Could you do cows and grass next map? I guess this is the next map he's referring to. Aim to own most of the fields. What else do we have here? Timothy says more biogas. Oh my goodness. Tons and tons of people. Nice. Austin says, nice video. You should do some plowing this season. My man says, it's my birthday and this new series is a perfect gift. I'm glad you like it. Alright, let's do a little bit of mowing here. Let's get started at the very least. Alright, there we go. So what I'm going to do is going to do from the outside like this, what I'm doing right now. And then we're going to... Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to do it like this for the first pass. So I'm not going to be able to do it otherwise, I don't think. Not without butchering it completely. Yeah. Yep, that's definitely what's going to be the case. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to do a little bit of hay, and then we're going to get the cows started on that, because right now we own, I think, 100 cows, is it? Ooh, I don't remember. I think it's 100? 50 cows. So we own 50 cows, but they're not doing anything yet because we have not given them anything. They haven't been productive at all. That's what the situation is at the moment. Because they haven't been productive, they aren't going to grow. And you can't see them in my HUD over here either because I haven't given them anything. And the way it works with that, with the HUD and the cows, the beef cows, is that they won't show up in the HUD until they've matured. Or matured, depending how you want to say it. If you're English, I think it's matured. And if you're North America, it's mature. It's like a CH sound. It's really strange. Anyways, that's a little bit of the job side coming out. Alright, so let's do that. Nice. Let's turn it off, and then we're going to go in the opposite direction. So that was just going to be our first pass. And then now we made it easier for ourselves because now we can just go in a circle and follow the path, basically. This is going to be better to do it this way. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Alright, here we go. We'll do one more pass, I think. Like I said, we'll probably end up not having enough time for everything, which is always the case, right? Nice. Oof. This is a bit rough here. Just a tad. Wow. It'd be cool if when you turn this thing on, I don't think it does. No. It'd be cool if it actually if it increased the RPMs, or well, the increase, like the, how do I say this? Increase the engine sound, I guess, or like, I guess it would be the RPMs to a certain extent. Or maybe it wouldn't. I don't know what it would be. Anyways, increase the load on the engine so you can hear it change when you engage it, because you definitely hear that when you start something like this up. You'll hear like the engine go whoa, because it's putting a load on the engine. So I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool. Yeah, that definitely would be cool. Yeah, so this is probably what the season's going to be a bit more like. Probably a bit slower paced because of the size and the shape of the fields. It's probably going to be most of the time me doing it, and a little bit less course play, I guess. There probably will be course play at some point for some things, but definitely not for everything, because yeah, just the way this map is, I suppose. So if you are not into the slower paced style, then you're definitely looking for the other map, not this one. If you're not into that slower pace, but if you like this pace, then by all means keep on watching. I don't mind. That's one of the reasons why I actually started the 2 series, because I know some people, for example, I was talking to somebody the other day, and in the comments, and they were saying I don't like or I'm not that interested in the Central Kansas series, and I was like, well, out of curiosity, what's the reason behind that? And he was saying I just prefer, European styled maps. So here we are on a European styled map. So he'll probably enjoy this particular season. However, maybe he won't enjoy the Central Kansas one quite as much, and that's totally cool, and I understand that. And because the way you play is definitely different. Like on Central Kansas, like I said, it's a lot more course play. It's a lot more you can, driving around with semis. Like I could get a semi on this map, but it would be somewhat pointless, I suppose. Mainly because you couldn't maneuver a semi around some of the areas, which is one of the reasons. Something like a Unimog might work well on this map, maybe. But I had the Unimog last season, so I'll have to see if I can't find something else. We'll see. Nice. So, our baler will bale this grass up like so, just like the way it is right now, without having to ted it at all. But at some point we will do a little bit of tedding, probably. I should try and find a wrapper for round bales as well. I know I had some before, but I really didn't like the round bale wrappers. The square ones seem to work a bit better, so for whatever reason. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll have to go take another look. Because the only wrapper I have right now is the McHale square bell wrapper. It doesn't do anything anyways, but that's the one thing I wish they would... That would be nice if they would change that in the upcoming rendition of the next version of the game, basically. If they include stuff like, hey, if you want to do silage, you can do it with a bale wrapper instead. Because I don't think, to the best of my knowledge, there aren't any mods that will do that right now. When you wrap a bale, it's just still hay. It doesn't change at all. It doesn't change the silage. But if there are, let me know. That would be kind of cool. So, alright. Perfect. Alright, I think that's it for today, folks. Did a little bit of hay. I'm going to probably do the rest of this off camera because it's going around in circles. And I could do like TCGG Rob and be like, alright guys, we're going to do a little bit of a cut and be like, bloop, okay, we're back. Or fast forward it. I'm not a fast forwarding person. No. Maybe one day I'll do it, but for now I think I'll stick to what I do right now. Okay, so that's it for today, folks. Let me know what you'd like to see once again. Always willing to get a little bit of input. Do you like what we're doing so far? If you'd like to see something else, by all means, suggest it. That's why we have comments and whatnot, so. Anyhow, that's it for today, folks. My name's Iain Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2013, and we're playing on Iron Horse. Alright, guys. I'll catch you guys later.